While some people dream of meeting their life partner in a chance encounter, for others, chance has nothing to do with it.
It is nerve-wracking to marry somebody you haven't dated.
Some New Zealanders are trusting their families to find them the perfect bride or groom for a traditional arranged marriage.
I believe in my family to choose a boy for me.
How does it feel to hand over the most important decision in your life?
Just cross finger and leave it on a God.
Yeah, he's feeling very nervous.
And how much do you need to know about a person before you agree to spend the rest of your life with them?
We have not kissed yet. Hopefully after the wedding.
First, it starts with friendship, then it gradually turns into love.
Meet the Kiwi families upholding the time-honoured tradition of arranged marriage and witness some very different ways to say I do.
This is the start of a journey towards love.
In 2 weeks, betrothed couple Baljinder and Johnny will become man and wife in a semi-arranged traditional Sikh marriage. In the 5 months since they met, the couple have fallen in love. But their meeting would never have happened without their parents' consent.
At the beginning, when the whole alliance was sort of brought up, our mothers called their friends to find out the caste, the age, the occupation, education, what their parents did, where they lived in India. You know, only once all of that biodata went through the approval system were we actually given each other's numbers.
So I got a text message. Hi, this is Baljinder, and my mom gave me your number. She told me to text you, and we should meet. And I was like, should I reply now? I was like, oh no, I'll wait.
Must have been like 4 or 5 days actually to reply back to me. Which, yeah, kind of broke my heart before it even started.
I texted her back saying, yeah, let's catch up for a coffee or lunch. Let me know when you're free and we can meet.
But he was very charming. He was a gentleman.
I didn't really give away anything and kept her on her toes, so she wasn't sure whether...
Yeah, so eventually I just had to actually come in. I just asked.
She asked me, are you going to see me again?
I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but it felt right.
Just 3 months later, Johnny gained permission from Baljinder's parents to propose. An engagement ceremony followed, but the formalities didn't stop there.
There's no sort of late night dates or spending too much time together. Like we can't go hang out at the beach in my bikini or anything. Sort of growing up in the culture, you kind of know what the expectations are.
Be glad when it's all done.
Oh yeah, at least I get to see you more often than once a week. It's kind of fun though.
It's been exciting.
Just having some restrictions, because otherwise it can get quite boring if you're in your face, each other's face all the time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
We were really looking forward to getting married so that we can actually have a proper relationship.
There'll be many new experiences for this couple to look forward to, but there's one first Baljinder is particularly anxious about. It's only after she's married that she's allowed to enter Johnny's house, which will also become her home.
So are there sort of certain expectations around what I should or shouldn't be doing?
No, it's just really about how you come into the house, and it's just about making your own, and it's just like you've been living before. It's just exactly the same, so...
Except with different people.
I mean, all they want is a bit of love and respect. So don't have to worry about anything, all right, sweetheart?
Yeah.
36-year-old Johnny runs his own business, and it was important to him that he had control over his own destiny.
As an Indian that's grown up in New Zealand, the concept of arranged marriage has always been around me, but the meaning of it has been slightly different to me, and it's always been about finding the right person, but on my own terms.
Without realizing it, Johnny and Baljinder grew up living very parallel lives.
She came to the country roughly about the same age as I did. Funny thing is, she went to the same primary school I did. She went to the same high school I did. A few years behind me, so she's actually been kind of like, we have this joke that she's been following me around her whole life. She finally caught up to me. Hey, Paige.
Hey, mate, how are you? Take a seat. Won't be too long, mate.
Yeah, no worries. I'm pretty much a modern Kiwi guy. I have a little bit of cultural things that I get involved in, but New Zealand is my home, and I've grown up here since a little baby.
Despite both being raised in New Zealand, Johnny and Baljinder will observe the most traditional Sikh wedding customs.
Probably just a little bit on the sides, and probably just trim up the beard a little bit as well.
Yeah. Just line it up nicely.
Yep. Generally, I'm clean shaven or I have a little bit of stubble, but because I have to wear a turban, generally we have to have a beard when we wear a turban. I started growing this end of last year and just see how it kind of works with me, and it's kind of really grown on me. I mean, literally.
Perfect. You're ready for your wedding day, mate.
Fijian Indian car salesman Wasim is in the market for a wife.
I'm looking for something like a sedan, nothing too high mileage and nothing that doesn't take too much petrol.
Okay, we do have a Nissan Bluebird.
This Muslim bachelor is relying on the long-held tradition of arranged marriage to find him a bride.
I did try to go for a love marriage, but unfortunately it didn't work. My parents and most of my friends got arranged marriage, and marriages has worked out really well for them. So I think this is the right time for me, because I'm pretty much nearly 40, and now the time to settle down.
With most Indian arranged marriages happening well before the couples turn 30, at 39, Wasim's time is running out.
I have given myself 6 months to settle down, and that's my deadline pretty much, to get married by February, end of February next year. Basically, I'm looking for a type of girl who can understand me. I've been living over here for a long time, so I'm very open and social person.
What kind of car do you want your wife to be?
I think Mini Cooper. Pretty, economical, affordable. Easy to handle.
No stone is being left unturned, with his search conducted across 3 countries.
At the moment, my parents are looking in India, and my friends are looking around over here in New Zealand, and I myself registered to a few dating sites, and one of my priests helping me to find a bride, a Muslim bride in our community over here in New Zealand and Fiji.
But do Wasim's workmates think finding a bride the traditional way is the best way?
It's really hard to be with a stranger. On arranged marriage, she's a stranger kind of.
I have already tried doing a love marriage and stuff, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I just want to change my strategy. And, I feel more comfortable now, getting into arranged marriage, because parents and everyone involved inside, and then they'll always secure your back, while you're here.
Once you get married, it's really tough.
So what do you mean it is tough?
It's tough as in when you're single, then you have freedom. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want to go. But once you get married, you will be stuck with her, and you have to, after work, you just have to go back home. You can't go to
Well, I guess he seems very manageable guy, so should be able to.
Let's see, but initially you have to bear with it, man.
Based on a right girl, yeah, you'll be all good. Yeah, you'll be sweet because she after a good husband as well, along with you after a good girl. So I don't think so any problem in it. It's just a matter of finding a right girl, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, that's true. I hope so. I've spent a lot of time being single, and I want to get married before 40. That's my target, and I don't want to end up living alone whole rest of my life. So, and my parents, everyone, I'm the only one left unmarried in my family. So this is the time.
Sikh bride-to-be Baljinder is the eldest of 4 daughters, and like many unmarried Punjabi women, this 29-year-old accountant still lives at home.
You should take note of this, Baljinder. You're going to be having to make tea for your husband as well.
Yeah.
Baljinder and her sisters were raised knowing they would one day have an arranged marriage.
My parents were arranged. They were engaged for a very long time, but even in that time, they didn't get to see each other. It's really after marriage they actually really spoke or got to know anything about each other. I think the term arranged itself is actually outdated, because what happens is it is more of a setup now, just you would set your friends up on a blind date and you get to see each other. And it's the same way, you meet a few people, you go on a date with them, you go on more than one date with them, and you see if it works or not. If you don't like them, you don't even have to confront the person. You just tell your family, I don't want to be in contact with that person anymore.
And the perception on arranged marriages, a lot of people think you are set up when you're young, as children.
Yeah.
Your parents have put you in a relationship with someone that you're going to be married to in the future, but really we have a lot more say in who we marry than most people think.
And the reason I sort of trust my parents on it is because I think they know me better than anyone else does in this world. They wouldn't actually get to the stage where they got me to meet anyone unless they thought there was a good chance that I would be happy with them.
Growing up in Western society, the girls now see things very differently from their parents' generation.
My parents are extremely traditional. As a teenager, it was a lot harder. We had a lot of disagreements. But as I've gotten into sort of my late 20s, I've become a lot closer to my parents and I can understand their perspective a lot better. And they've become a lot more comfortable with our lifestyle and, you know, that we do live quite differently to how they lived.
You're ready to go.
Ready to be married.
Baljinder is not the first daughter in the family to be wed. Second eldest Ravinder married 9 years ago and has 2 children.
My sister's marriage was more arranged than mine because she got married when she was 19.
I didn't know him at all. I saw him for 10 minutes and 2 weeks later we were married. So yeah, it's been good ever since then.
Ravinder and her husband now live in New Zealand, but their married lives started in his family home in India.
Because we're in India, my mother had come back to New Zealand. I was there on my own with my in-laws family. But they were all very nice and sweet and they understood. So they made me feel like I was at home and yeah, they were very nice. So it wasn't that bad, but I mean, I was left all alone.
I think my parents learned a lot from my sister's marriage. She had to put her own education, you know, behind everything else because, you know, the kids came along and everything. So when I brought up that I wanted to go study further, they were okay with it because they knew after marriage it most likely wouldn't happen for a while at least. She's very happy and she's found a good guy. So, you know, that didn't put them off arranged marriage. It was just the time that she got married. And I guess that's why I've just gotten a lot more time.
Baljinder may have had more time to get to know her betrothed, but there is one tradition time has not changed.
So with moving in with this family, it should be interesting. A little bit concerned because I haven't actually spent a lot of time with his family, so I'm not quite sure how their household works or what his parents are like. But he's a really good guy, so I'm sure they're all nice people as well. I'm not too sure about his parents' expectations. I will find out.
It's just a week till Johnny and Baljinder's Sikh wedding begins. A lack of understanding about the many wedding traditions has led them to seek guidance from someone who's been through it all before, Johnny's cousin, Raman.
It's not just about the groom and the bride, it's actually about the families coming together as well. So you're both not marrying each other. You're marrying all of us, Baljinder. He's marrying all of your family. Both Baljinder and Johnny, they're coming from very religious and traditional families. I think all the ceremonies and rituals that they will go through will actually prepare them and set them up for the next chapter of their life. You will have Maya and then Jago.
Turmeric and all the paste they put on.
Yes. And then there's Jura ceremony where your uncle will put the wedding bangles, which is a colourful big set of bangles on your arms. It's up to you how long you want to wear them for. Some people wear it for 11 days. Some girls wear it for 6 weeks, 6 months or a year.
No, I'm not keeping them on that long. 11 days it is. So I haven't actually gotten to visit his house so far either, so I don't know where I'm going to be staying or what I'm in for. Why do we still do that?
Keeping the traditions alive, really, and makes things more exciting and adds a bit of mystery.
Traditionally, I think, you know, sometimes brides didn't even meet the family at all, let alone the actual groom they were going to marry. So.
Yeah, so at least you got to meet each other before that, and then making it a little easier for you both, and then at the same time just keeping the traditions. Just know that you're coming into a very nice family. You're not leaving a family, you're actually gaining another family. I think what Johnny and Baljinder are doing is absolutely beautiful and very brave as well, but good on them for going through with it and keeping their families happy as well.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
In Auckland City, Diwali Festival of Lights is being celebrated. 39-year-old Muslim bachelor Wasim is on a matrimonial mission to find a bride before he turns 40.
There's so many beautiful girls around. Do you like any girls here?
So far, I haven't seen anything.
You're gonna approach
no, I haven't seen. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just trying to build my confidence.
There are a lot of girls, come on. You gotta be brave. Come on, you'll find one.
It's very hard. It's very hard. Trust me. When you come in my shoes, then you'll understand. It's really hard.
Are you gonna sell yourself then?
Yeah, I think I should just go and say like I'm very simple and nice guy. And let's start with friendship and let's see like how it goes.
With numerous potential prospects in attendance, Wasim has narrowed down his search to some key criteria.
I'm looking for someone, I'll say like height-wise about from 5'2" to 5'4", 5'5". Weight-wise, I can say maybe from 50 to 55, 60 kgs weight-wise. Should have some long hairs. I prefer like long hair girls. Good smile, easy to talk and easy to understand. I'll walk around and see if I can find someone, try to talk and see how it goes.
He'll be a very good husband because he's a very honest person. He respects women. He's sort of a person, even at 2 o'clock at night, you ask him anything, he'll stand by you. But he is a little bit shy.
I'm trying to be brave, but I'm not that brave though. I just don't want to take any slap on my face.
Just go to any girl and approach her. You want to be my bride? That's it.
You gotta be brave.
That's it. Ask them if they want to be your bride. Go. Will you marry me? That's my name. And nobody will say no to you. I know that.
Oh, it's not that simple.
On your left. On your left.
Those ones.
Yeah.
I think I can't make it.
You can just say hi.
Go for it.
Excuse me. Hi, girls.
Hi.
How are you? My name is Wasim.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How was the dance?
That was good.
What do you guys do?
We do Bhangra.
Bhangra?
Yeah.
The Punjabi one?
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a bride.
Okay.
And if you do know someone interested, no worries. Okay then, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
There have been no prospects. Wasim is leaving the festival disappointed, but not defeated.
It will take a little bit time, but maybe not here. So maybe next month or next week we go somewhere else. He'll find the right person.
I still have like 5 months to left, and parents are like working really hard on me. And their main goal is like, you know, to be in this deadline, they want me to get married. So hopefully like summer is coming. Who knows? And I have to lose weight too. Parents says like I have to lose 10 kgs before I get married. So that's the target.
Today marks the start of 5 days of wedding ceremonies for Sikh couple Johnny and Baljinder. The first official event will be a traditional Punjabi Sangeet.
So tonight is when the celebrations will officially kick off. The whole point is just dancing and the singing, which there will be plenty of. You'll find over the next few days that all our traditions actually involve different members of the family doing certain things. You know, it's just to acknowledge that we are all family and we are all in it together, and everyone has their own role to play.
Over the years, the Sangeet has evolved into an opportunity for both families to meet before the wedding and hopefully get along.
I've met the parents, his parents, his sister. I've met his auntie in India.
Yeah.
But yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah. We actually get to see most of them today, so I guess we'll get to know each other more. But I think Bajinder's got to worry about that more than us.
Making a good impression.
Exactly.
Baljinder's mother, Manjeet, is more concerned about her daughter's impending departure.
Oh, too much missing. Too much.
She's told us she already cries sometimes at night because she's not ready to let go, but I think 30 is a good age.
ਰਾਜ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਪੀ ਆ ਦੋਨੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਰੇਂਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੀ ਕਲਚਰ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਰੇਂਜ ਮਾਰਜ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਹਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਆ
It's an exciting time for both families, particularly for Johnny's parents who are preparing to welcome a daughter.
This occasion, it's a big occasion for me. So whole family, even whole community. So we all together, that's why I'm very happy.
Johnny and Baljinder, they know each other very well. She will come to our family and we will be very happy.
I was actually nervous to start with, but it's actually pretty nice getting to meet some of his family and then all my friends and family that mean a lot to me, they're all here as well. And they're all ready to have a good time, so it's actually quite a good atmosphere.
Not everyone is in such high spirits.
I had a bit of an accident, broke my collarbone. I wasn't able to do much, and yeah, I was a little bit upset with myself. Yeah, you just sort of psych yourself up and power through it.
Tonight, a Jago ceremony is being performed. The centuries-old tradition is a loud and boisterous procession that once announced the start of the wedding.
We're gonna enter with drums and those things up in the head, and that's the Jago.
This is starting off the wedding celebrations, pretty much. This is the wedding starting off now.
Originally performed on the night before the wedding, relatives of the bride and groom would go around the village with the Jago pot, decorated with oil candles, singing and dancing, as an open invitation to attend the wedding.
It was definitely a good vibe, especially with my sisters, meeting all of his cousins and sisters. They all got along really well.
It's not really about myself or Baljinder. It's about everyone just getting involved and having a bit of a party.
Tonight will be the last time the bride and groom will see each other before they marry in 4 days' time. And there are many more rituals to take part in before then.
Yeah, we've got the Mehndi night on Thursday, and then the Haldi night and the Chuda night on Friday. And then eventually we get married on Saturday.
We're looking forward to that part, actually.
Yeah.
Wasim's quest for a wife is not going well, so he's made a decision. In order to increase his chances of finding a wife, he's going to India, where he'll meet potential brides found for him by his parents.
It is very exciting for me. Each week I'll see one girl over there, talk to their family. If everything goes fine, probably I'll get engaged and get married over there.
And this willing groom will have just one meeting to impress each possible bride.
If the girl's parents decided like you can meet her, you have to be in traditional dress, like shoes like these ones. I'm thinking like I'll wear something Indian dress, traditional Indian dress to go and see the bride. And I'll have something on the top which goes on this one, so I look like a bit more royal. What do you think of these ones? Like, you know, do you think it suits me? Do I look like an Indian in this one? I do feel like a little bit nervous, but I'm more like excited than nervous, man. Because like, you know, I've been waiting for a long time. Like, you know, I'll say like 40 years. It's nearly more than half of my life.
To many Westerners, the idea of meeting someone once and then agreeing to marry them is hard to grasp. But for Wasim, arranged marriage is a familiar concept, with successful matches in his family going back generations.
In our culture, when you're getting married, it's just not only bride and groom getting married, it's like families. So, you know, they won't make a wrong decision like choosing a right family for me. Because parents are getting older. That's the only dream they have got at the moment, because everyone in my family has got married apart from me. So I just want to make them happy. They've been working really hard to find me a girl, and I really don't want to disappoint them. My biggest fear is like if I go over there and if I don't like anyone, then what I have to do, that's the biggest fear.
Every Sikh man should look and feel like a prince on his wedding day. And today, Johnny will begin his transformation from bachelor to groom with a Maya ceremony.
Tonight is what's called Maya, and it's basically the ceremony where everyone in the family puts turmeric on me to make me look prettier, I guess.
The union of Johnny and Baljinder would not be going ahead without the absolute support of both sets of parents.
We find a suitable match in the same caste, same religion. Some people same caste but different religion. So then family face many problems in the modern age. If they both compromise with each other, then marriage is successful.
Outside, Johnny's sister and female relatives set the stage for the Maya ceremony with a rangoli design, made with a coloured powder and thought to bring good luck.
We are just making rangoli with the different colors. The colors is like symbol for the blessings, and just like they fill their life with the bright colors.
The Maya, it's actually really focused towards you, so it's very intimate, you know, everyone's pasting you with that turmeric paste. The spotlight is on you, so it feels really nice to be able to share that moment with everyone that's involved. Yeah, it's about love and family and everyone just sort of bonding together.
Are you feeling cleansed?
I'm not sure about that. I feel I need to have a shower afterwards.
39-year-old car salesman Wasim set himself the lofty goal to get engaged and married within 4 months. With his search for love unsuccessful in New Zealand, Wasim returned to his hometown in India, hoping his family would have better luck finding him a life partner.
I went and had a look like about 10 or 12 girls. First week I found someone, but they don't want to send the girl to New Zealand. There was one family. I liked the girl by seeing the photo. I said, yep, I'm happy to get married. And then when girl's mother came and saw me, she said no, because I don't have a beard like as a religious person, or I don't practice my religion very much. It was like a little bit disappointing, and I was like not sure like whether I'm doing the right thing or not. Selling cars is, I think, way easier than getting married.
With his 4-month deadline fast approaching, Wasim had just one more woman to meet.
On Friday, that was the last girl which I was looking before I come back to Auckland. I walked in, I saw the girl, and then she was like very pretty. Initially when I saw her sitting on the chair, and then when I walked in, when I see her face, then 90% I knew like she's the one.
An excited Wasim could be putting the cart before the horse. While his prospective bride and her mother have agreed to the match, the father is yet to give his blessing.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Wasim. How are you? Come through. Wasim.
As he waits for someone else to make the biggest decision of his life, Wasim seeks support from married friend Naz.
Yeah. So, Wasim, have you got the photo yet or not?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did have
Oh.
a photo.
Wow, pretty.
Yes, she is.
Oh. So what do you think?
I think she's the one.
She's the one. Wow.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So when is the engagement happening?
I'm just waiting for like for her father to get approve.
Yeah.
Mom and her, they already said yes, like both of them. My parents says yes.
So she said yes to you.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Mashallah.
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, that's good. Did you meet her? Did you talk to her at all?
Yeah, I did ask like 3 questions only. Like
Only three
Only 3 questions. Like I
questions?
was thinking to talk to her a bit more. I asked only a couple of questions. So I asked like, what's your name? What did you do?
What's her name?
Sultana.
Sultana. Oh.
And I asked like what she did, and then what's her plan in future.
Oh, and she's studying or she's
She
studying?
just finished MBA. She did like HR management.
So what did you like about her? Because you agreed to her, you said yes.
First of all, like first sight, like when I saw her, she's pretty.
Yes, that's true.
She got like big bright eyes.
Yeah. What about the hair?
She got long hairs.
Oh, did you like
Yeah,
long hair?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Now you have to send gifts for the father, so he agrees. Yeah?
Bribe him.
Bribe him, yes.
Sultana's father will be considering Wasim's prospects, but will he be willing to allow his daughter to move to New Zealand?
Her families any of her sisters or brothers are living abroad, are they?
No, none.
Because they're all in India. Yeah. So
they're
she'll
all
be
in-
the first one out
She's
of
the
the
first
family.
one in the family to come.
So how did she
abroad.
think about
I'm not sure. I'll ask.
Ask
I'll
her,
let you
yeah.
know.
Yes, make sure you ask, yeah.
Big change for her, and hope things work out for her. I mean, first of all, there's cultural change, and she needs to get used to it, and definitely need a lot of support and assurance. You have other families in New Zealand?
No, I do have friends like a lot of like
We are
friends.
here?
Yeah, over here.
So we are here anyways, if you need any assistance or any help.
So what she's going to be doing with you then, if she comes here?
She's a business management, like done HR, so she'll manage me. And then I'll look after the business, and then she'll manage me. She's my boss.
well
yeah.
done.
It's been 2 weeks since Wasim returned from India, but there's been no answer from Sultana's family.
Wedding pretty much driving me crazy. I believe Sultana is the one. I only met her once, but I still have the same feelings. We said like once I get married to her, like she has to come over here. To make her happy, like I'll do pretty much anything. Like I'm a cook, like, I can, cook for her sometimes. And I do have a lot of friends, and I'll do whatever I can do so she can be happy with me over here, and then she doesn't feel homesick. Hopefully, like, we get married and stay together for the rest of our lives. If her father says no, I won't give up. My heart's set on getting married, and then me and my parents will be still looking for another bride. After seeing her, I felt like all my dreams had come true, so I hope everything works out from here.
It's the day before Baljinder and Johnny's wedding. The bride's siblings are bracing themselves for the imminent departure of their sister to another home.
So this is my last official night at the house. So tomorrow after the wedding ceremony, and there'll be an official sort of send-off farewell for me, which will be a really emotional moment actually.
Are you nervous for tomorrow, Baljinder?
I'm not.
Are you going to miss us?
Because maybe I should be.
Are you going to miss us?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't want to think about the fact that I'm leaving you guys just yet.
It's like tomorrow though.
I
She
know,
hasn't.
butterflies?
She hasn't.
I don't have butterflies.
She hasn't even cried once, and then there's us. All
She
like,
cried when I was packing.
I can imagine her. She will be the only one that's crying hard out.
Are you gonna cry now, Jessie?
Think about your makeup, Jessie.
Think about your makeup, yeah. And I'm gonna come visit you all the time.
Oh my god, Jessie, your makeup's getting ruined. Come on, let's save all the tears for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy the night. Oh, Jessie. Hold up.
The idea that a bride must leave her family home and become a daughter within her husband's family can be hard for a modern woman to understand.
Yeah, I don't completely agree with the whole concept. I guess that's because we're all girls in our family. And at the end of the day, you know, I'd like my parents to have one of us stay with them. I don't want them to be alone at the end of the day. But I think, yeah, that's something that probably definitely needs a bit more open-mindedness around it.
Despite two daughters remaining at home, Baljinder's father, Avtar, is struggling to say goodbye to his eldest.
He's excited about it, but I can tell that he's a bit nervous as well. Like, you can see it in his eyes. He's normally like real happy and chatty, but he's been real quiet lately. His daughter is leaving, so it's hard. He's happy that we still follow the traditions and stuff, even though we live in such a modern society, but we still stick to our background and our roots. I think he appreciates.
Before the cultural ceremonies begin, Baljinder's extended family share a meal with a distinctly Kiwi flavour.
When it came down to the turmeric night and also the bangles, that was on a lot more personal level because it was, you know, traditions that I personally had to go through in order to prepare for the wedding itself.
This one is actually a traditional ceremony which, yeah, basically saying goodbye to the female, which is gonna go into to our next family. There's a little bit happiness and we do have sadness in the family as well.
Yeah, I was actually just reflecting on everything, and especially because all my family came one by one. You know, my parents came in, then my sisters came in, and as they came in, yeah, just because it makes you realise all the importance that all the people hold in your life.
With the turmeric paste applied, the women prepare for the bangle ceremony.
So this is the milk, so when they put the bangles on, they have to dip the bangles in first, and then they have to put it on. So it's more like just washing and making sure it's all cleansed and then put it on.
Traditionally, a bride will have 21 bangles on each arm, which can be worn for up to a year. It's said that as long as a bride wears the bangles, she'll be exempt from performing household chores in her new home.
As they were putting them on, I actually found it kind of scary. I think it really struck home that I would only come back into this house as a visitor from now on. I mean, my parents would never term it that way, but that's essentially what it is. Yeah.
Baljinder always knew she would have a traditional arranged marriage, but she didn't expect that she would have the chance to fall in love with her groom first. In just a few hours, Baljinder will marry Johnny in a traditional Sikh temple wedding.
So today is the big day. At the moment, I'm pretty relaxed, not worried. It will probably get a bit more emotional later on during the day, but right now, sort of just eager to kind of go get it over and done with. Probably should be nervous because I don't really know how the routine works at the temple either, so, but the good thing is he'll be in the lead, so I'll just follow wherever he goes.
This whole wedding has been an opportunity for Baljinder and her very Kiwi sisters to connect with their culture, even if sometimes they've had to make it up as they went along.
Right now, stress. Feeling stressed. We don't know how to set this thing. We've never done this before. It needs to be pinned down so it doesn't move.
I don't know, we just have to do something to get it right.
Johnny also needs support to transform into the perfect Sikh groom.
Yeah, so just getting ready for the big day. Friend here, I got him to come over to tie a turban on me. I don't really easily tie one, so I don't really know how to tie properly. And obviously you want it to look right. Wearing a turban is part of our culture, part of our religion, and it's a sign of respect. Sort of finding it a little bit hard to hear a little bit, but it's not too bad. I think it was over my eyes a little bit.
His very traditional look is topped off with golden slippers, a wedding scarf, and a sword.
Yeah, the sword is part of our tradition. Essentially what happened was that guys would get married, they would go to the girl's house or the girl's family's place. It could be far away. And obviously people knew that they've got jewellery on and everything, so no one would dare try and do anything on the way. So yeah, just in case, you know, hopefully I won't have to pull it out.
So right now we're going to start a blessing ceremony. So we bless off the boy before we go to the temple and marry him off.
Felt really good because everyone was just, you know, really cheerful, and you know, you have these nerves and all these other emotions you're going through, but then everyone's just so happy around you, then you know, just sort of forget about that and kind of enjoy the moment at that time. The one thing I was worried about is actually because women always take forever to get ready, and especially our family as well. So I was telling everyone, like, come on, hurry up, we have to be there on time, I don't want to be late.
At the temple, guests are gathered to greet the bride and groom. But with no sign of Baljinder, Johnny is left to wait in the car.
Bride's not here yet, so they're running late.
So we should...
I got some bonus points now, so sweet.
I'm always going to have that little upper hand in life that no one can ever blame me for being late.
But there's no rushing this bride as she savours the last moments with her family before the wedding.
It's just a bit weird at the moment, yeah. My dad's quite emotional, and my mum's been emotional this morning as well. But I think things will cheer up a bit more at the temple, so we'll see from there. But yeah, no, I'll be married the next time you talk to me.
As both families prepare to greet, Baljinder arrives just in time to sneak into the temple.
You can't go upstairs from back here?
Yeah, you can do the stairway.
Yeah, but it goes to the front of the gurdwara where everyone's facing. There's nowhere to go. Okay, we're just going to run through. Okay, let's go.
Baljinder will now remain safely out of view until she is escorted into the ceremony.
So downstairs, the groom's side has arrived. Our family is formally greeting his family because this is our function. We're inviting them and formally welcome them in.
After a prayer is performed, one by one, members of each family greet and exchange garlands. The groom's family are then invited inside the temple. But first, the bridal party teases Johnny by demanding money before he can enter and wed his bride.
What about gold? 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 Gold?
We like paper, no
Paper? Paper has no value. How many of you is there? Two. That's 600.
100 each, dude, come on.
Don't be cheap, man.
Let's go up to $1,000 at least.
No. Jay, start the car.
Come on, 1,100, that's a done deal.
I think that's a good deal.
No, 1,100 is fine, that's a deal.
Okay.
With Baljinder's bridesmaids paid off, the wedding can proceed. Guests pay their respects to the Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh holy book. The Sikh marriage ceremony is called the owned-enquiries, which translates literally as blissful union.
Sitting down there and waiting for her to walk in and sit down next to me, it's an emotional time. One of the emotions I was feeling through was the responsibility I was about to take on, and it's not something that to be taken lightly. You're making a vow to someone. She's entrusted her life with me. This is a serious matter, and you know, you can't just walk into it lightly.
It was odd, like it was sort of an out-of-body experience. I don't feel like that was really me. It was quite funny. I was trying not to giggle. I've never seen him like that before, so it was quite an odd look, but he looked very serious. I was just like, yeah, I should behave.
Yeah, I think she just starts giggling when she's nervous.
Baljinder takes hold of Johnny's scarf before circling the Sikh holy text 4 times, signifying that the couple are now one soul in 2 bodies.
All I knew was, my mum just said, wherever Johnny's walking, you walk. So yeah, that whole time I was just going along with the flow. I didn't know what was going on, to be honest. While I was holding it, because, I could see him in front of me, obviously, and I was just like, wow, this is going to be my husband now. Once it was over, and my friends and my sisters all came out, they're like, you're married. I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, we had a kind of like a little partial hug, didn't we? Did a good...
Oh, yes, once we got up.
Kind of gave it, oh, yes.
Yeah.
You just... you made it.
Yeah.
With the formal wedding ceremony over, the bride has returned to her family home in preparation for the dooli, the official leaving ceremony.
So now we're just waiting for them to arrive, and they're just taking that opportunity to just have a 2-minute nap, which is now over. They're here.
Johnny's family's here to take her and do a little ritual just to say that we're taking your daughter now. She's married to him. So we'll do the ritual and we'll send her off with the stuff. That's when it gets emotional.
So most of it was happiness, but then the other part is, daughter won't be here. We won't see her on a daily basis.
It got very emotional at that point. It was so bizarre, because all my family is crying. And I was like, I'm getting so emotional at this point as well. I'm holding back tears, literally. And I was like, no, I cannot cry here, right? I need to be strong. But it just felt like I was responsible for all of everyone crying here. And I was like, oh.
Saying goodbye to my family, I kind of wanted to just run out and go, no, it's okay, I'm staying. I think Johnny was quite emotional as well, though. He felt like the bad guy, taking me away from everyone. The whole ride back to his place, I didn't look at him. Are you crying? No.
Baljinder's new mother-in-law then blesses the couple with a pot full of water and milk.
It was very happy, joyous time. And then for us to walk into the house, and it was really nice to have Baljinder by my side.
The family then welcomed their new daughter with light-hearted games.
This is welcoming her and introducing her into the family and breaking the ice, basically, to make her feel that she's welcomed, and we are so happy and pleased to have her in the family. And, that we understand that, leaving your family behind can be a little emotional.
There was so much like my family, and it was a very warm welcoming. So I sort of forgot about everything for a little while, and it was quite nice.
It's all done, almost, anyway, and today's the first day of our lives together, and we're very happy about it anyway. So,
yeah. We're happy. Just confirming.
We're soulmates, and I've just felt that right from the beginning, and she is really special.
So I'm learning so much more about him, and it's actually pretty exciting. Some of it's interesting, most of it's good. And it's just understanding him better as a person. I don't know, it just all feels very normal, right? Like I do like him more every single day, I think.
Oh, that's sweet.
Just a little bit.